What's going on, team, and welcome back along to the penultimate round of Season 14 on Global Rugby Manager. Today, the Invercargill Invaders hit the road and we are taking on bottom of the table, Worcester Werewolves. This is a game I'm expecting a whole pile of points because remember, last week we beat the Tigers and put ourselves in the box seat to make those playoff positions. So this week, it is win well, get a bonus point, and put ourselves right in charge to take away that playoff place. We're off to a great start already with a big turnover inside their 22, and we could turn it over 7 points. It'll be 5. Alexander Thomas goes over. What a start. 2 minutes in. We could not dream of better. Here is Simon Thander, makes it 7 as well. And the Invaders are up already. I'm expecting a lot of points in this one. So we're going to probably try and go quickly through the highlights and see as much of the action as we can without watching pretty much the whole 80 minutes, which would usually happen. But off to a great start, though. 7 points on the board as Campbell, wow, is absolutely hammered by Gossard. And we are in a spot of bother here, way back. Gossard is still down, and we are running this out, which is dangerous but exciting. Bucko away to Ross Torres. He's still got Phil. Can he find out Phil? Just about, not quite. It wasn't even Phil there either. We're way out now of our own 22, up towards the 10-metre line. Here's Phil. He's going for a bit of a scamper. Finds support of Palmer, and Marcus Palmer gets that 10-metre line, and the Invaders charging our way forward now. Turning around is Patel, and he's put it out in the full. We started off so well, didn't we? Started off so very well. And it's sort of coming very quickly unstuck. That momentum, that early momentum, has quickly fallen away. But we'll see if we can wrap it back up. Get ourselves back on the attack. We've got the ball back. Good position now. Turnover in the breakdown. Let's see if we can turn this into another 5 points, or we just played a sensible game, kick to the corners, and force them into errors. I like what we're doing so far. It is 7-0. Like I said, I'm expecting a lot of points here. We'll see if we can win this line out. We don't, so we'll move forward now. 7-0 the score. We're almost 5 minutes in. We've just turned it over. We've turned it over. We've got the advantage for the knock-on. Let's see if we can score from it. Run through the middle with 4 Evans, and Josh Evans now playing in that 6 jumper tonight. Near side of Palmer. Keeping alive is Van der Merwe. Through one he goes. Blaine with a big hit. Let's turn this to the points, boys, and then we'll move on because I am predicting a triple-figure scoreline. Let's be completely optimistic about this one. Gossard floats it out wide. Kai Penny, one more. No, he just goes himself. Fans into the 22. Short side, not quite there either. Palmer charging on the maul. We are 6 minutes short now. Around the corner is Josh Evans. Again, another drive. Another try. This time it's Josh Evans. He joins Alexander Thomas. And after 8 minutes, we're up 12-0. Kick to come. That makes it 14. Invaders 14. 2 tries to zip. We're doing it easy after 8. Now we'll take this chance to move to the next highlight. Well, the home side Werewolves here have put on a bit of a clinic for kicking to the corner, and look at them charging on here defensively. We are up against this, and we lost the ball. Oh no, so early, so quickly. Oh, short passes. What happened there? Belgium scores. And these guys are bottom of the table. The Werewolves fight back. Great try, great kick to the corner, great turnover. And they turned it into a beautiful 7 as well, and now they attack again. 3. Charging up to halfway, and we are, well, it's like we're playing it in slow-mo. We're not in slow-mo mode. They were just going very slowly at the ruck. What a try that was, though. So very easily and quickly off that play. Now we're in a match here, folks. We are in a match. Don't leave your seats. I thought we were going to cruise. 14-0 up after 8 minutes. I thought, yeah, we got this in the bag. But somehow, it is working against us. Here is Gossard at the back. Turns and drills this back over halfway. Stanford Campbell and the winger finds his support in his fullback. And here's Osterhuizen offloading brilliant to Blanche. Blanche is through. Great support from Reid. And Reid will scoot in just before the sticks. He is stopped short. Just a couple of metres away. They go short. Now they go wide. Charging at the line. Turning in the tackle. Reid can't quite get through. Near side. Numbers all over the place. Got to be a try, and it will be. Bertrand scores. And that was a disappointing one, really, wasn't it? There was just no defence on this near side. Here's the conversion from Reid, who almost scored it himself. And Lee Reid makes it 14-all. Well, I tell you what, I'm in shock because 8 minutes we were up 14-0. Another 8 minutes, now it's all tied up again. This game has done a full 180 back on itself. And we are in a game here against these boys, and it is the Werewolves that are looking very dangerous here. 2 tries, but we're fighting back in towards their line. And here is Jenkins running sideways. Great pass to Ross Taras. Need support, boys. Needs someone there to help out. Now we open it up. Duplessis fires it out wide to no one in particular. And nothing Phil can do about that, but he takes the tackle down. 14-all, I can't believe it. After such a fiery start, we've come very quickly unstuck. As Jenkins takes the ball into contact, Penny opens it up to Thomas. And Duplessis runs hard at the defence. Waits for Jenkins, he's just got up from the breakdown. Palmer, another run from him. We are working our way slowly into the 22, while Patel and Ward combining nicely. Patel gets a good drive there. Another 10 metres from the outside centre. Now, flat-footed, out wide. Oh, Clyde Edwards is smashed. Of course, there's no Chris Williams tonight. He got injured. And there is an injury replacement on there already. I noticed 19 was on the field. So we'll see more of that in a second. It's not to replace Josh Evans. What an offload! Ross Taras is there as well. So I fear it may be Sam Cooper. Duplessis, Gossard. Charge to the line, pick up from Zach Webb! Oh, almost a debut try for Zach Webb, who's on the field. And he is wearing the number 7. Sean Marcus Palmer! With authority from the big man in the second row. We're back in the game. 19-14, right in front. Simon Thader adds the extras. This 21-14 is game on. This is far more exciting than I expected. But a bit concerning as well when these guys have not troubled anyone this season. But here we are. Let's make something of it. We lead by 7 again. We're halfway through the first half. And it is proving action-packed with 5 tries already in this game. Well, we are winding our way down to half-time. And as you can see, it is once again the Werewolves who are down in our 22 with advantage for a knock-on we committed a couple of phases ago. And a big chance to tie this up before half-time. They are now just looking like 10 metres short, and our defence is sorely tested right now. 2.5 to play. Can we hang on to the half-time break? The $1 million question here is Abubakar. That is a great name. I love that name. The big prop is down. They find out by a good man down as well. It's going to be a try. Bertrand scores. Too easy. I was worried about our player who was down in back play, but they had such a big overlap on this near side. We couldn't contain it, and it is a chance now to tie it up. It's gone astray. Oh, Reid is in fact human. And at 21 now, 19. That conversion proving to be the difference as we have less than 20 seconds to go until half time. We'll wind down the clock. We'll go to the 40-minute break, and then we'll see what transpires in the second 40. But goodness me, this is not the game I was expecting. 6 tries, but it's 3 each. That is a real concern. The kick for touches, is almost hashed up at the back. A real chance. Oh my goodness me. Bartimoli. No wonder I'm losing all my hair. That really was heart and mouth stuff there from Gossard. Didn't knock it on, but it went sideways and we almost spilt it and lost it to the Werewolf, who could have run away and scored. A real kick in the teeth try that would have been as well. Patel kicks from our 22. A great kick too from Haidar Patel. Gets us nicely out of trouble. 19-21. The Werewolves are in this game Do not question that. But it is the second half, and it is quite a matchup on our hands. Well, to make a statement of just how much of a match is on our hands, with a penalty for a scrum loose bind, we are taking a shot at 3. Simon Thander puts it over. Okay, now that really is a statement of this matchup. We should be thumping these guys, but we have taken the option of 3, thanks to the hard work of our scrum. But I tell you what, we are being made to work for this win, if we can even get the win. We lead by 5. That's not enough. Not enough against anyone. Top of the table, bottom of the table. There is much to do here. It's 24-19. Yes, we've got points. Yes, we've got tries. But it's not one-sided, and it is becoming quite an exciting matchup as well. That is almost forward. They find room out wide again, and here is Campbell. We don't shut it down on the first attempt, have a second. And he is right on the sidelines. This is a game and a half, my friends. This is going to be, I think, maybe a thriller we just don't want. What an absolutely remarkable match this has been. I've been watching it along, and the time has just flown by with no further addition to the score. It is still 24-19. The Werewolves have had chances. We've had chances. In fact, they've been the better team. I'll be completely honest, they have looked far better than us through the most part of this game. We got a bit of lucky there putting a Vicentine into touch. But I tell you what, our scrum's been good. Our line-out has been atrocious. We've made errors, we've missed tackles. We are just getting outdone here by the worst team in the league. This team is putting on quite a performance here tonight, as here's a break by the hooker Glenn. He is all alone, an advantage should end now. I mean, we could lose here. A try will make it even. A conversion will win them the game. Time is not on their side, however. They've got just 2.5 minutes to get that winning try. And the last highlight, I think, was half-time, wasn't it? I haven't seen you guys all half. That's how this game has been. 5 points to difference. A scoreless second half, surely I think it has been. What a remarkable game. Not great for you guys viewing that like the highlights, but for just a matchup of rugby, this is good. Here's Patel, here's the chance to fight back. Jenkins, oh the stab! And Jenkins, this is big, this is huge! This is a bonus point! Wow! I really didn't think we'd get it. I come into this game thinking, oh, we're going to smash them by 100 points. What a game. A spectacle of just a tight game of rugby. Ed Jenkins has just destroyed this game by himself. He's made the lead now, 12 points, which has just hugely opened it up. But still, to go 78 minutes like they did, to be within a scoring play of us, I say credit to the Werewolves. They're offside now. It's all kind of falling apart in the last couple of minutes for them. The game is secure. I was nervous as hell just before because we could have lost that. One moment of brilliance, and they win. Against a team who haven't won all season, that was scary. And here is a big crossfield bomb as well. It's a little bit too deep. If they've not marked it, that's amazing. Put pressure on, boys. Let's turn it over and get one more. Let's not make this seem like it was. I think it's going to end this way, though. They're going to run it out. They are. They've got numbers 2 out. You have the one to use them. Campbell, put him in touch. Yes! I tell you what, when I started watching this game 80 minutes ago, I did not think I'd be sitting here celebrating a tight win like that. I thought we would be skipping through highlights like nothing else. What a game from the Werewolves. I can't credit them enough. It's easy to say that from a winning perspective, but we had to work, and we took injuries. We took problems, we took mistakes and errors, and I'll be frank, we won this game because of our forward pack. Ed Jenkins put on the little touch at the end, yes, but we got scrum penalties. Our line-out was terrible, but our scrum, outstanding. Our forward mauls and attacking rucks, outstanding. It was all the pack, the tight five, the big boys, the back row doing the work. What a game. What an outstanding game of GRN. Just goes to show game plan means more than having superstar players. The Werewolves, I give you a polite round of applause, my good sirs. That was quite a match. They executed brilliantly, didn't they? They injured our players. This was big. This missed kick, that was huge. I know that was the successful one, and the next one was the missed kick. But Ed Jenkins is really what I want to see. I think this is the one here. It was a good run too from the Werewolves in defence. But I think they lost it completely. Going into touch. Oh, this might be it here. They made the breakthrough clean, didn't they? This was a big chance for them. They were stopped brilliantly. And now, getting through the minutes, here we go. This is a big chance. That's right, there's a grubber. Picked up nicely from Patel. Short ball to Gossard. Ed Jenkins had that support. Didn't want to use it. Went alone. Had to prove himself at this level for the Invaders. Ed Jenkins, I also know, has picked up man of the match as well, which is outstanding for the young scrum half. I mean, he pushed his way in, didn't he? We got rid of Carrots halfway through the season. We said, Ed, this is your time to become a star, and Ed has stepped up to the mark. We did prove to be the better side through most of this game. I mean, I question why we didn't score more. 31-19, not the greatest of margins, is it? Just 12 points. But possession, 55-45, but territory, the bigger one, 71-29. We really had to work for our points. We made less tackles, we missed less tackles as well, which is great, but we only scored 4 tries to 3. But that's a bonus point for us as well, which I guess is what we came into this wanting. Handling errors were close, attacking rucks we dominated, but down the bottom here, time in the red zone, 3.5 minutes to a minute 20. The big stat though, Ed Jenkins got the try, of course, 3 tries. Wow! I didn't realise he was that impactful. 3 try assists and 1 try. We only scored 4. He had a hand in all 4 of our tries. Ed Jenkins, well done. And he forced 2 turnovers solely. That man, outstanding work from Ed Jenkins. What do we do to their line out too? We stole 1 and we got penalties. Wow, we conceded 5. Goodness me, they outplayed us. They really did in some areas. Let's have a look at how we played though quickly before we wrap up today's episode. Look forward to the final game of the regular season. The front row, again, pretty solid. Alexander Thomas went off with an injury, as did Sam Cooper. And I think there was someone else too, wasn't there? Oh, then in the second row. Marcus Palmer, that's right. I went straight past him. So, big injuries in our team as well. We'll have a quick look at how they line up for that big match next week. So, front row, 44, 40, and 33. Thomas went off at the end though, but Matt Namurova with the 44 and a 40 for Bucko was pretty solid. Palmer scored that try, went off injured. As did Thomas actually. Thomas scored the first try and then went off later on in the game. Palmer scored the try, then went off. He got a 28 from his 36 minutes or so. And Kai Penny, very good full game, 42 for him. Josh Evans back at 6 at 47. We won't count Sam Cooper, who picked up a 6 from his quarter of an hour. But Ross Taras, again, very strong Ross Taras at 54.2. And there it is, the man of the moment, Ed Jenkins. What a game, what a performance. At 58.5, he really was the standout player. Simon Thander picked up a 38. The midfield was solid as well, with Matt Ward getting a 41. But it was pretty average from Haidar Patel, who just isn't quite getting up to this level just yet. Just a 25 from him. Clyde Edwards, well, there's reason Chris Williams has bumped you out of the team, my friend. It's performances like that. Just 18.9 from his full 80 minutes. In the midfield, we talked about Phil Muhammad at 29, average night for him. And Bartamati Gossard picked up a 32. A few guys on the bench there. So Giannis Owen played 8 minutes for his 0.1 of a rating. Zed Giddy picked up a 19 and a good 52. Wow! A good 52? He only played 65 minutes. An outstanding 52 by Zach Webb, who will most likely be wearing that number 6 or 7 jersey next season with the retirement of Josh Evans. Who's going to wear the 11 though? Well, I don't know. Please, I hope we find someone. Well, that was a very, very important win on multiple levels as well. Not only the win, but also the fact that we picked up the bonus point as well is very, very pleasing. But Griff and your Werewolves, I mean, how are you winless You almost beat us, which I mean isn't saying much. But how have you not beaten teams like the Boars, the Zulu, the Tigers? The Tigers and the Blues are good teams, so I can understand that one. But the London Force, I mean, there's got to be a win there somewhere for the Werewolves. They played really, really well against us, and I was suitably impressed. I thought they deserved more out of that match, but I'm pretty happy we come away with the win and the bonus point as well. We sit 4th now. We are 5 points ahead of the Blues, and with 1 game remaining, we take on the Windhoek Boars, who are down in 8th position, but the other games are the real interesting ones that we need to look out for. So, the Memphis Blues, they are the only team that can knock us out of 4th. They are playing the Birmingham Zulu. I think they'll win that one. They will win that one. We need a bonus point here. We can lose, but get a bonus point, we'll be fine. But we need to get 1 point against these Boars. That is what is coming up next episode. We do have a whole pile of injuries right now. A whole pile of injuries. I've changed out the players who are going to be missing. You noticed in the last match, Alexander Thomas, he's out for another 2 games as well. So he'll miss the rest of the season, provided we don't make the final, of course. He'll miss the last game of the season, and most likely, if we make the playoffs, he'll miss that playoff game as well. If we make it to the next round of the playoffs, well, he could be in there, but it'll be top 4, so we'll have to make the final for that to happen. Marcus Palmer went off as well. 2 games for him. We're going to miss him for the rest of the season. Sam Cooper went off 3 games he's out for, so we're going to miss him for quite a while. Chris Williams is out for another 2 games, and so is Wozczyk. Wow, so we're without, 3, 4, 5 players for a minimum of the next 2 to 3 games. So that is troubling, really, really is troubling. So front row, a bit of a change. Jonas Owen will come in to start alongside Blaine Benamova in 1 and Andre Bucko at 2. The back row is getting a little bit of a reprieve with Louis Pichella coming back, but Sam Cooper going out. So that means Louis will take back a 7. Josh Evans will stay at 6. Ross Taras will stay at 8. So only the 1 in and out there. 1 injury comes back, 1 injury leaves. Zengedi, the former captain, will come back to start alongside Kai Penny. So no Marcus Palmer, which is a bit of a shame. In the back line, though, things will pretty much stay how they were. Jenkins will stay at 9. We'll have Simon Thander 10. The wings will stay the same. Clyde Edwards on the right. We have Phil Muhammad on the left side as well. Matt Ward, Haidar Patel in the midfield. And, of course, at fullback will be Bartamoli Gossard. A lot going on in this team, a lot for next season to look out for. We've got youth players who we're going to have to pick up as well. So there's a lot going on over the next few weeks. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're enjoying the race to the playoffs, the fight for the playoffs, the battle for the playoffs. And hopefully we can make it there and bring you more games from Global Rugby Manager. That is it for today, though. I hope you've enjoyed the matchup and the surprisingly close one as well against those Werewolves. I'll be back for our next game against the Boars, where we need a point to come away with that playoff spot. But until then, thanks for tuning in as always, and big thanks to the guys at Ethereum for supporting the videos on the channel each and every week. Couldn't do it without them, of course, being out there happy, seeing their game here on YouTube, and you guys tuning into it as well. So if you do want to get involved, go out there and support the game. Download yourself the client. You can find it at globalrugbymanager.com. Get involved, get yourself a team. And really, again, good time now, end of the season, get ready for season 15, learn the ins and outs, play the training games, and get sorted for that new season. Until next time, though, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you for our final game of the season. Until then, take care.